Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to another reading. Today we're going to take a look, will you be successful and how will that happen for you? We have 5 different piles today, so there are plenty of opportunities for all of you to find a message that will resonate with your situation. Pile 1, we have the MOOKAITE crystal. Pile 2, Malachite. Pile 3, Tiger's Eye. Pile 4, Pyrite. And last but not least, pile 5, Amazonite. All of the piles have the first card, which is the Six of Wands, which is victory, which is success, which is acknowledgement. So this is where our reading will be leading towards. So pick your pile, pause the video if needed to see which pile or piles are right for you, and then I'll see you in your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the MOOKAITE crystal and the Six of Wands from the Urban Tarot. We're going to take this card as the first card, as the center of your reading, which will tell us in what way will you find success. So definitely I feel that a lot of you are in an environment that is very competitive. Maybe you compete in some championships, maybe you play in some type of league like soccer, or maybe you do some kind of sports and it is very competitive. Or you may be somebody who is working in in some company that has a lot of people competing to reach a certain goal, to reach a certain status, or maybe make a set numbers of sales, which will allow you to be acknowledged as the best. So I definitely feel that for a lot of you, this competitive environment is something that will be a key part to your success in the future. So this card as itself does not tell us whether you will be successful or not. This card tells us your surroundings and a way for you to actually reach that success. So let's take it a bit further. Let's go a bit deeper to see, will you be successful, pile 1, and how? What do we need to know for pile 1? Will they be successful and how? We have door to value. I see a lot of money here. So if you're working with money, whether you're a financial advisor, whether you trade stocks, or maybe if you have a type of a profession where a lot of money is involved, maybe commercials, maybe you are somebody who is in sports and there are a lot of advertisers that would like to pay you to advertise their products. I feel that you have a very good opportunity to really cash in on the situation you're in, on this competitiveness here. Because I feel that even though there are a lot of people who are competing against you, there are still a lot of opportunities for you to take and to take advantage of for your own success. So even though I see competition, I don't feel like that competition is strong enough to set you back in a sense here. And I feel that you can really cash in quite easily all the opportunities that will present themselves before you in the future. Let's see what else. And with number 31, I feel like we need to tell the story of the number 4, because when you add these two together, it gives us the number 4. So there is great stability, there is great abundance, there is great opportunity here for you, and you can really take advantage of that. You can make a pretty decent earning from this. Even though you might not end up being first, we will see that a bit later, you still can achieve a very great deal from this. And you can set yourself up for success for the rest of your life. And I feel like you can achieve some type of level of financial stability that you will be set up for life. So there is opportunities ahead you. There are opportunities ahead you that might just resolve your financial situation for the rest of your life. So keep your eyes open and don't miss them. Let's see what else. What else we need to know for pile 1. We have the world, yeah. So there is also this international success, international acknowledgement. I feel that you guys are already known to the wider public, or you will be known very soon. Whether you will work through internet and you will be connected to a lot of people. Maybe you will have your own YouTube channel. Maybe you already do. Maybe you're going to start a blog. Maybe you'll be on TV. Or maybe you're already a person that has this type of a position that puts you in the spotlight, because this person is in the spotlight and everybody is cheering them on and waiting for them to pass through the goal. So you will be having an international acknowledgement and success. Now, for some of you, that success might be of a wider range, and for others you it might be something a bit more smaller, but nevertheless I feel that the opportunities that will come from this will be quite huge and significant for you. You only need to take them and make something of it. Let's see what else. Will you be successful, pile 1, and how? What do we need to know here? So we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. So whenever the first chakra comes out, I know that this will be a pile that you guys will be making some serious money. Some serious material possessions will be available for you to possess in this life. Because the first chakra is the chakra that is connected to our survival, to the amount of prosperity we are ready to let in our life and to be able to attain and to be able to keep. Because sometimes if we have problems with the first chakra, either we cannot make money at all, or if we do make money, it slips through our fingers. We easily spend it or lose it. So if some of you have problems in that department, I feel that if you do some healing on your first chakra, or just maybe shift the beliefs around money and success, I feel that you can easily attain this position. So up till now, I do feel that you are meant for great things. You don't have to be the first, but you will definitely be one of the most significant, maybe in the top 5 or top 10 people in your field of work. Let's see what else. What else? And again, with the 3 plus 5, we get 8. We get prosperity. We get abundance, which I feel like there will be money raining in your life, like the rain of money. And if some of you are keen on listening to music that has the frequencies for attracting money, I feel that might be useful here as well. Maybe you should start doing that, listening to that every morning and every night before you go to sleep. And let's take one more. What do we need to know here for pile 1? Yeah, hostilities. So up till now, it was too good to be true, but now it's kind of realistic. So you will have certain enemies. You will have certain people that will not support you, that would like to see your demise. And I feel that you need to really take care of yourself, not to let those people bring you down, because I feel that you will be making a great impact and people will resent you for it. They will be jealous. They will be very envious of you, and they will want to see you crash and burn. And they will probably set some traps up for you in order for you to fail. But again, I don't feel that you should be worried as much as long as you're aware of those type of people around you. So maybe not to be over friendly, or maybe not to trust so easily to everyone you meet, so that you can really come to your success or attain your success without some major crashes or without some disappointments. I feel like there will be somebody, one particular person that will have a great impact on you. And I feel that will be somebody who you trusted, so somebody who was dear to you, who was close to you, like a friend or a partner that will at certain point act in a way that will disappoint you, that will betray you. But I don't see you having so much repercussions out of that. I feel that you will rise up. It will only make you stronger, and it will only purify everything in your life that is no longer serving you, and it will allow you to get the extra motivation to go towards your goal. So be careful and be mindful of those types of people, but I feel that you will overcome even those types of challenges here. So I feel that generally this is a good thing. And with MOOKAITE here, with all the reds, I definitely feel that it goes perfect with your whole reading, because it talks about grounding, it talks about the physical, the material possessions. So I do feel like if those things are something you wish to attain for yourself, you will achieve that. So don't worry, you will have plenty. You will have plenty of money, of material possessions, or anything that you set your mind on. Let's clarify this with the tarot. What do we need to know here? Will you be successful, and how? Pile one. We have the Princess of Wands, the Dancer. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Princess of Discs, the Kindergarten Teacher, and we have two. So we have 10 of Wands, Oppression, and we have the Aeon, which is Judgment. So the princesses are pages in the traditional deck, and the Aeon is Judgment in the traditional deck. So what I'm basically getting is that you will be on some kind of stage in public eye. So there will be a spotlight on you, which we've already in a way established, because you will have a higher position than the average person. You will have a type of position that will require you to maybe speak publicly or to appear publicly in some sense. And I do feel that if you continue to go where your passion leads you, which is what I'm getting here, this person is so badly motivated by their wish to be the first, that it will definitely take them great lengths, even when they will feel like they're tired and exhausted and that it's impossible to go on. The burning desire will take them all the way to the goal. And I feel that if you continue to nourish that motivation that you have, that burning desire inside you, I feel that that will lead you to some great opportunities that will not be presented to any other people, any other person in your life. And this is why others will be very jealous and envious, because they cannot get that opportunity. And they cannot get it because their focus is why you are getting it, and your focus is on your burning desire. And this is where vibrationally you differ, and this is why you get the opportunity and this person doesn't. If they realize that, they wouldn't be looking at you, they will be looking on how to get that opportunity. So I do feel that you should keep doing you, keep doing yourself, and not let other people distract you from your goal, from your burning desire. Then we have the Hanged Man underneath the World. So we have the two major arcana. The World is actually the card, the World, from the tarot as well, which tells me a particular story for you guys, that you will get to a point where you will have achieved everything within this field, everything that is possible to achieve. Like I already said, you will come to the top. You will be one of the top 5 or one of the top 10s in your field. That is definite here. And I feel that you will get a different perspective at that point, where you will start to question what's next for you to do, because you will have achieved that goal. And after you've done that, I feel that the major question that will arise is, what's next? I've done this, I've done a lot here, I've tried a lot, I've accomplished a lot, but what now? This is done now. And I feel that you will use your acknowledgement, your success, your fame for something else that will reveal itself later on. The cards are not showing it now because I feel that you're not meant to know it now, because it might stir you off this path, which is necessary in order for you to get there and then start doing the other thing. So I feel like this burning desire of yours that you currently have is just one segment of your path, of your success that you're meant to have in this lifetime. And this is a necessary part of it in order for you to gain fame or recognition so that you can have a greater influence on other people. And it's very interesting to think about this. Once this happened, where the path will lead you next. But if you're not meant to know now, and I feel that you are not meant to know that at this particular moment, then you should just keep following this and let the path reveal itself along the way. Then we have the Princess of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles, and the kindergarten teacher, which tells me that you need to take care of your money. So on your road to success, you need to be very mindful of how you deal with money, how you use money. I already said you will have money in abundance, but the thing that makes the difference between the rich and the poor people is how they use the money, how they perceive money. So, and the day before yesterday, I listened to one lecture of this guy that I can't remember his name, Jim Rohn, I think. He's amazing. So he said in a sentence that if all the money in the world today was distributed equally between all the people, within the few months, all the money will come back into the same hands as it is already. So into the 5% of the people. And it's because in order for you to have money, you need to become the person who can deal with money, who can own money, who can use money in a way that money wishes to come back to you. So it's all in the mindset, into the topic of how do you become the person who is rich. And I feel that for you here, it might be necessary to maybe dig deeper into that topic. Maybe listen to Jim Rohn. I feel like he has really good points and valid points about how to get from where you are today to being successful. It's very practical and useful. And when you learn that, when you start relating to your money as a kid, as there is a need for you to take care of it, to nurture it, to grow it, I feel that these opportunities will increase even more for you. And with the hostilities, that is represented by the 10 of Wands and the Aeon here, I feel that a lot of people will call you out on a lot of stuff that might be true or might not be true, but it doesn't matter. You know how appearances are all that matters? Like all PR is good PR, even the bad one. So I feel that the more people will talk badly about you, the more recognition you will attain. And sometimes getting people's attention, even in a bad way, can trigger a lot of thinking within a person to see where they're currently at. So I feel that you need to stay focused on where you want to go and not allow some bad PR or bad opinions about you to stop you on your way to success. Okay, I have a dice here that will tell us which part of your life will be mostly influenced by your success. So let's take a look at that. Yes, so definitely profession, your career. Your career will be the the center point of your success. You will be known for your career, for your achievements, and this is where this dynamic will have the most influence on. We're gonna take 2 cards from, this is my deck, which is in Croatian. Unfortunately, I still haven't had the time to translate it to English and make an English version. But this is basically a deck that is contributing to all the business readings, success readings, money readings. So the topics are about career, profession, money, and business relationships. So I'm going to take 2 cards for you, and then I'm going to translate to you what the cards are actually saying. Okay, so we got way too much cards flipping over, which tells me that there are a lot of branches of work or types of careers that might have to do with this pile. So there is not just 1 or 2 or 5. This basically can apply to anybody and any type of career here. So let's see, will pile 1 be successful and how? So this card says discrimination. So I feel that at the start of your business journey or your road to success, you will be discriminated in some way, whether you're of a different race, different religion, maybe different background. Something will be different with you when you compare yourself to other people who have been successful in this field, and you will not have such an easy time getting there because there will be biases here. And I feel that this is one of the reasons the other people will have something against you. I feel that you will be different. You will be like the underdog who will reach success and nobody will like it. You know, they will think that you have no place here, but in the end, you will get there and show them that it doesn't matter where you come from. It only matters how hard or how strong your desire to get there is. So kudos to you, pile 1. I feel you are somebody who's very strong. And this card says your boss thinks you're not a good worker. So I feel that you will definitely have certain oppression, certain type of hostilities, as we already seen, certain types of sabotages around the people who are close to you or who you work with on a daily basis. And they will try to hinder your success, but I feel that even though they will try to do that, you will just succeed nevertheless. They will give you a bit harder time than the rest of your peers might have, but you will attain success in the end. So don't worry, pile 1. I feel you will get there, and you will get there easier than you think, than this seems, and you will have great opportunities along the way. I feel you have a lot to look forward to. Until next time, pile 1, bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Malachite crystal and the Law of Attraction Tarot. So the 6 of Wands, the card that I pulled from the tarot cards, is a representation on your success. It will not tell us immediately whether you will be successful or not, but it will definitely tell us the story on how will you get to your success if it's meant for you. So with the 6 of Wands, I see here that you will be reaping a lot of fruits, a lot of rewards, a lot of work, a lot of labor you have put into something. There will be a lot of rewards coming out of that. So you will get results. But I feel that it is very important. It's like a message is coming, like a bit of a warning for you guys to reap what you sown, because somebody else will reap your crops if you do not take care of them. So don't allow your focus to shift to something else in times when it's time to reap your crops. So when it's time to claim your results, you have to do that. Don't act humble, don't act small. These are your achievements and you have to claim them, because if you don't, other people will. So this might be the biggest message for you here, because I feel it will definitely set the course whether you will be successful in the end or not. But let's dive a bit deeper. Pile 2. And I do want to say that that when it's time to reap the crops, you need to go immediately. No pausing, no waiting. You need to go and do it. Because the longer you wait, the bigger are chances that somebody else would have already reaped your crops. So somebody else will take your results and you will have great trouble in showing everybody that these were your results, and it will not actually matter anymore because they will not be in your hands. Even if you show everybody that this is your work, your results, it will not be in your hands. So the 2 cards flew out. We have action and we have community. So what I feel here is that you're working with 2 to 5 people on your primarily basis. So you have a few people around you who are your co-workers, or maybe they are your employees, or maybe they are above you, maybe your bosses, but they're basically 2 to 5 people who you interact with on a daily basis. And I feel that a lot of work that needs to be done around this has been on your back. So you are the one who was doing the most work here, and you are the one who is taking it for the team. So if you are in some type of a team situation here, I feel that you are the one who does the most here. And this is why I feel it is necessary for you to claim your results when you see them and not allow others to take your cut as well. You don't have to undermine them, but do be very clear on how much you have put in and how much they have put in, and that the end result is not equal contribution, but that it's very different from your side than their side. And here you must be very careful not to be put behind or put in a corner and not being acknowledged for the work you have done and to reap your rewards. Let's see what else. Will you be successful and how? What do we need to know here, pile 2? We have anxiety, yes. So I feel that there is a lot of stress around this work you do. Maybe the profession you do is very stressful. But I feel that most anxiety comes from you giving yourself way too much into this, while others are just tagging along. And I feel that for you, it might not be a bad idea to maybe organize a workplace differently, to distribute the work in a different way, so that you feel less stressed out, so that you feel like you can breathe, so you feel like you have a room to actually be relaxed here. Like I said, I feel you are taking too much on, even the things that other people should be doing. It's their responsibility, but you are taking it on yourself. Maybe you want to do things perfectly and you know that nobody else will do it like that, but you do have to bear in mind that if it's a team effort, the results will be counted as the results of the team. And if you do 90% of the work, they will benefit from it, not you. And this is what might cause the anxiety here for you guys. Let's see what else. We have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So you definitely are doing this because you want to make a good impact. You want to do something useful. You want to help. You want to make this work. Even with the malachite here, which is connected to the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, we see that you do have good intentions. But unfortunately, sometimes good intentions lead to not so good destinations, let's call it like that. So you all know the saying, but I feel that this is just your approach, your mindset that is telling you that you have to do it yourself, because if you don't do it, nobody will do it, or nobody will do it as good as you will, or you put the results of the team in front of your own benefit, in front of your own interest, which is very noble, I do have to say. But I feel that in this community, that in this surroundings you're in, you will not be recognized as the one who did the most of the work. And you will be underrated, and you will not get the acknowledgement that you certainly deserve here. Okay, let's pull some more cards for you to see a bit more in detail. Will you be successful and how? So definitely what I feel here is that your success is in your hands, whether you will be standing up for yourself, for your input here and your contribution to the results. This will make all the difference for you, pal, too. Will you be successful and how? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Temperance. Yes, it is so needed for you guys to really just find a better place for yourself mentally. And we have the Knight of Swords. So I'm definitely seeing that you are the one who is the motivator here within this team. You're the one that will make things happen. You're the one who moves this, who has all of the ideas and knows how to put them in action. And without you, these people will just do nothing all day. So you are the motivator for this team to actually produce the results. But however, these people around you are a liability. They're a great risk because they do not see this work or this project you're on as significant as you see it. They don't care about it as much as you do. And this is why they are a liability. They are a great risk you are taking on, because they can be your demise if they don't decide to do their part and contribute to this project or this work. And this is why I feel that you need to find a better approach with this. You need to find a way to work with them, but not to exhaust yourself so much. Because I feel you are so dedicated to whatever you want to achieve here that it's taking a toll on you. You are giving your last energy, your last atom of energy into this. You're pouring everything into this, while other people are just joking around, having fun. And no wonder you're anxious here. This means way too much for you to be working with these types of people. If you have the opportunity to change teams or change the people you work with, that might not be such a bad idea. Or at least maybe find a way to be seen that it is entirely your work and they have just done some smaller things around this project. Because I feel you will be left without your reward if this continues like this. So your success is definitely in your hands, in the way that you present yourself and the way that you will act in this situation. I will throw the dice. I have a dice here which tells us on which part of your life this particular subject will have the most effect on. And I already feel what it might come up, but let's see what the dice will show us. Exactly. This is what I knew will come up. So your health, and we have already seen it here. So you are overly stressed, you are burnt out, and your health is starting to deteriorate because of this dynamic here. And I feel this is just a call for you to change something within your work surroundings, within your way of approaching your projects, your work, because this will lead to a burnout and this will lead you to crash and burn. And you can avoid that simply by changing some key things within this situation. We'll take 2 cards from my deck. This is my deck that pertains to business, career, money, but unfortunately I still haven't made one in English. So I'm going to pull the cards in Croatian and then I'm going to translate to you what it says. So we're going to take 2 cards. These are too many. Willpower to be successful and how. So a lot of them are popping out. Willpower to be successful and how. We have contract, and we'll take one more. We have job advert. So I don't know if that's the word, but a job application. So you can apply to another job. This might be a good opportunity for some of you to maybe just change jobs. Go to a different employer, go to a different team, go to some other opportunity that is presented to you, or make one for yourself, which will not have this dynamic, which will not have such a detrimental influence on your health. And for others of you who don't want to change your employer or change your work surroundings, there is definitely something you can do about your job contract. Maybe negotiate different terms, maybe negotiate better salary, maybe negotiate a percentage of the money that you will be making from the project, from the group effort, that you get more percentage than the rest of them. So negotiate, change something within this situation, because I feel if you continue this path, you will be burned and you will be left unsatisfied and worn out because you have given so much of yourself into this and you did not get the reward. My dear pile 2, this is fixable, so don't worry. I feel that you will get all the necessary answers you can get after this reading on what you can do to improve the situation. Once this information is within your awareness, I feel that there will be something opening up for you to be able to change this for the better. My dear pile 2, I wish you luck with this, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the crystal Tiger's Eye, and you chose the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, and we're going to take the 6 of Wands as the center of your reading. So I pulled all the cards from the decks, which were 6 of Wands, because we're talking about success today. And this card will not tell us whether you will be successful or not. We'll see that later. But this card will tell us in which area or in which aspect your success might lie in. And what I'm getting here is that for a lot of you, you might have some legal issue or some legal dispute that is going on in your life at the moment or will be happening in the future, where you will be trying to either get some damages or you will try to claim some inheritance, or maybe you will try to prove that somebody has breached the contract and now you have certain damages from it and that you have certain losses. So I'm definitely seeing that there is a legal battle that will be going on in which you can come out as the winner or as the loser. It depends. We'll see later. And for others of you, I feel that you will have a different type of battle. You will have to battle somebody within your surroundings for dominance, for superiority, for being the alpha. So you will have somebody challenging your position, your authority. And there will be like two clans clashing each other. So some people will choose to be on your team, other people will choose to be on the other person's team, and there will be a clash. It's like the clash of titans, like two people or like two wolves battling for the leadership of the pack. This is what I'm feeling here. And if you successfully win this fight, I feel that you will get the recognition and the success you are wishing for. But let's take a deeper look into this whole situation. Will pile 3 be successful, and how? So we have the Angel of Balance, and we'll take one more. We have the first chakra, yes. So before I pull more cards, I wish to address these two. Actually, I wish to address this one first, and then we'll talk about this one. So with the Angel of Balance, I feel that because there will be two sides, two teams, it will be very hard for you to actually set your dominance, to set yourself as the one that has authority, that has supremacy. And I feel that if you decide to fight, that it might be a bit wiser to try to, instead of dividing people into two camps, into two teams, try to find a way to connect them, to see that they have certain values and interests that are connecting them, that are the same, and that there is no reason for them to be on the opposite sides. And I feel that this might be a way for you to win this situation. Because even if you win, even if you attain this superiority, I feel that the other team will still resent you, and later on they will still find ways to challenge you. So I feel that a smarter and more wiser approach might be to find the thing that connects the two teams into one, to find maybe a broader notion, a broader interest that will connect them together, rather than your need to be superior in order for you to be the winner, to be successful. So maybe look at the bigger picture. So let's give an example. So you have two countries and they're fighting over who's right about, I don't know, where the line, where the border is. And then instead of dividing the people by you are this nationality, you are this nationality, maybe try to find something bigger than them that connects them. Maybe they're part of a certain region that has certain common interest, and that border might not be as significant when they think in terms of that greater interest. And this is where I feel that your success will lie. You have to be wise, like a wise king. You need to know how to be a leader, not to be the boss so that you can order people around. Be the leader, the one that shows them that there is something greater, something more beneficial for all of them if they work together, rather than one or the other to claim that they are the boss here. So instead of division, work on unity, work on allowing people to connect on something that is bigger than them, that is bigger than the topic that you're currently arguing about. If this is a legal battle, we can talk about settling this out of the court. So finding a way to negotiate something for your own benefit so that both parties can gain something from that, to settle the agreement and not to go through the court process, which might be long and very, very draining for both sides. And then we have the first chakra. So I feel that there is a lot of fear that is surrounding the situation at the moment. And I feel that that fear is paralyzing you and all the people who are involved. So instead of fear, maybe offer stability. And this goes perfectly with the angel of balance here, because if you give them and yourself a higher goal, a higher interest, they will all start to work together towards that and not fight and pick on each other because of the smaller interest, which will be irrelevant in comparison to the higher interest that you will give them. So be wise, pile 3. I think you have been called to use your wisdom here and to act as a leader rather than a boss. Okay? Let's pull 2 more. How will pile 3 be successful? Will they be successful, and how? What do we need to know? We have the seat, and 1 more. We have the woman holding a heart. Yes. So you have to bear in mind that the people who have joined other side, other team, they will not cease to perish just because you will win something here. They will still try to find a way to overthrow you off your position or from your position, to deceive you in some way, to make you feel more stable than you are, and then when you are at your weakest, so then they can harm you and then can overthrow you off your throne here. So bear that in mind, that if you do decide to win this by going heads to heads here, yes, you will get the win, but you will only win a battle, not the whole war. And you need to be smarter and wiser and think bigger than that. You need to win the war here. And sometimes you need to act as if you are retreating or as if you are defeated in order to win the bigger battle, the war itself. So try to play this out like a chess game. Sometimes you need to sacrifice the pawns in order for you to win the game. In order for the king and the queen to rule. Think about this. You need a good strategy. And if you manage to do that, I feel that you will win those people over. They will see that you will not retaliate and that there is something that is beneficial for them to join you rather than oppress you. Be wise here, pile 3. I feel like this is a big message for you and you can greatly benefit from this type of an approach. Be very diplomatic and be smart. Think ahead, a few steps ahead. Let's take some more. Let's see what else we need to know for you, pile 3. Yes, the High Priestess here. Again, the balance between the light and the dark, the masculine, the feminine, one side, other side. So you need to have wisdom here to see beyond the duality that is currently in front of you. See the bigger picture. Take a higher perspective. Take yourself out of the situation and look through somebody else's eyes, through somebody's eyes who is not involved in this. What would that person say and do in this situation? Try that example. We often do that in coaching. So it's called meta positions. So you take yourself out of your position and put yourself in a third person's shoes, somebody who is not directly influenced or connected with the topic you are thinking about. And then through their eyes, see what the two sides are actually doing, what could benefit them, and what they could do next. Try that out, imagine that in your head, and see what answer you get. You might be surprised how beneficial that might turn out for you guys. If you do need help with that, I do offer coaching sessions, so you can do that with my help. Let's see what else, pile 3. We have the 10 of Swords. Yes, if you decide to continue this situation by fighting it, by giving fear to fear, by supporting violence with violence, by reacting in such a way that makes the other person give back to you what you have given them. So violence, insults, fear, threats. I feel like that will be your demise. This will lead to the end of this situation, and the end will not be good for you. This is why you have been called to find a better, more balanced, more objective approach to this situation. Take yourself out of it. You are way too invested emotionally in this to be able to think clearly. You need a different approach if you want to win this for the long term. For the long term. Let's see what else. What else pile 3 needs to know about this? Yes, the 5 of Cups. So there will be disappointments if you continue doing things like you've been doing up till now. So there will be people who will disappoint you, who will betray you, who will work behind your back. People who you thought you were your friends, your supporters. It's like you have a spy, you have an enemy amongst your people, amongst your team. You have a saboteur, somebody who is sabotaging you in your peers, in your supporters. And you have to be careful of that. And this is why I said, in the long run, you need to find a common interest, a higher interest for both teams in order for you to be the winner. Because sooner or later, this will come back as the topic and you will be challenged again. And we'll take one more. And we have the 4 of Cups. Yeah. What I get from this card is that all the people involved here are like this person here. They're so into this conflict that they can't see that there is something bigger and better for all of them, just if they were able to look at it. If they were not so infused into the conflict, into the situation that you have in front of you. And if they would be presented with something that will give opportunities and benefits to all of them by working together, I feel that they would take that. They will take that opportunity and work together rather than fighting. So again, be smart here. Be very wise, pile 3. This can be your demise or this can be your victory, but lifelong victory. I'm gonna throw the dice. This dice is special because it shows different areas of our lives. And this dice will tell us which part of your life will be affected the most by this, what is happening by this situation. So let's see. Which area of pile 3's life will be most affected by this situation? Yeah, your health. And this is why it's so important for you guys to find a better approach. Some of you might even, I'm even scared to say this, but you might even lose your life. I feel that there is a lot of resentment and a lot of anger between these people, and there might be fights, there might be even maybe knives or guns involved. I don't know who you are, guys, but I don't want that for you. But I feel, if not like physical pain or injury, there might be some emotional and mental pain or injury that will be detrimental for you guys. With the 10 of Swords here, it tells me that your life might be in danger. Maybe you will get a heart attack. Maybe you will get a stroke or something because of the gravity of this situation, because it's so serious. This is not something light, pile 3, and I don't want you to take it lightly. This is a very serious thing. And you need to find a good approach how to deal with it in order for you to be okay for the long run. I have my deck here, which is my business deck. It pertains to business, money, career, finances, but unfortunately I still haven't made the English version. It's in Croatian, but I'm still gonna pull 2 cards for you and then gonna translate for you, because I feel that we need to get some guidance from this deck as well. Let's see. Will pile 3 be successful, and how? Yes, this is the perfect thing for you. There is another option. So I feel like you guys needed to hear this. You don't need to butt heads with this person. You don't need to attack them. There is another option, a smarter, wiser option for you here. That will be better for everyone involved, but especially you. And let's see one more. We have invest your money. So if you need to invest your money, maybe to pay somebody to give you either a legal advice, or maybe you need bodyguards, or maybe you need some consultant to help you figure this out, it will be worth the money. Invest in that. Invest into finding a way to resolve this situation, because your money will have no value if you are dead, if you are injured, if you are out of the game. So everything you invest now will not be the loss. It will not be a loss. It will help you to resolve this situation for your best interest. My dear pile 3, this is a serious message. I have to stress that, but it doesn't have to end in a bad way for you. I hope this gave you at least some direction and advice how to deal with this, and I do hope that you resolve this for your higher good. Until next time, pile 3. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the pyrite crystal and the light seer tarot, which will be your tarot cards for this reading. I have pulled the 6 of Wands because this card will give us some sense of where your success lies. It will not tell us whether you will be successful or not. It will just tell us about the surroundings you might be successful in. So what I'm getting with this 6 of Wands particular is that you will be in a position to become very famous, whether a singer, an entertainer, comedian, actor, musician, writer. I see a lot of hands here. It's like she's at a concert performing, like the new Beyonce or something, you know? Like you have this potential to be world famous, to be in the spotlight, to really touch people, to entertain them. I feel that is maybe the best word for this energy that I'm feeling. You will be on the stage performing for people in any possible way you can imagine. We'll take more guidance or more information about this later, but I do wish to say that it is very important for you to distance yourself from all the people here who will want a piece of you. And because they want a piece of you, it's very easy to defragment yourself and to lose yourself within all these people. So just maybe a little warning for you to keep your position. You are very high up. You're like on a pedestal. But there is a reason people cannot touch you, because if they were able to touch you, they will completely tear you apart. So I feel that your success will come with a price, and that is that you will not be able to make so many close connections or sincere connections as the average people does. It's just the price of fame. You will be noticed, and people will act differently with you and around you than they would if you were not this famous. So bear that in mind, because I feel it will be very crucial for your path ahead. Let's see, will pile 4 be successful and how? Yes, we have the man holding a coin. I'm immediately getting that you will be spotted by somebody, maybe a producer, maybe a talent seeker, or maybe you will have some investor ready to invest in your idea. So you don't have to be an entertainer per se. You can have an idea like a startup that somebody will be willing to invest in. And there will be funding that is available for you to reach this type of success. So it's very important for you to recognize the opportunity in time and make the best of it. So there will be an order male figure, or maybe even a company that will be ready to invest in you, in your appearance, in your idea, in your breakthrough here. So I feel like that is a good starting point, but let's see what else. Will pile 4 be successful and how? We have broken heart. I feel that you will have a lot of motivation, and a lot of your inspiration will come from the broken heart you already have or will have soon in the future. So there is some emotional pain that brings a lot of inspiration towards you. Whether you write poems, whether you write poetry, whether you write music, or just whatever, maybe you will form some type of a program for people who have been brokenhearted, who have been left by their partners, and you wish to advertise that program in order for people to enroll, and then somebody recognizes the potential of it and then invests in it. So I feel that your personal emotional pain will be the source of your inspiration that will bring you to success. And I can totally relate to this because this is exactly what happened with my creation channel. I started with tarot cards because I was on the twin flame journey, and the immense pain I was feeling from that journey led me to start watching tarot in the first place, because before that point I didn't think tarot was actually anything worth my time, or that there was anything to it. And boy, how I was wrong about that. This is my living now, which is very interesting. But if it weren't for that twin flame connection, I might not have ever tried watching tarot. I might never try watching tarot cards, nor even buy myself my first deck. Actually, I bought my first tarot deck, but the first oracle cards, which were the first cards that I got, were a present. And they usually say that your first deck should be a gift from somebody. However, back to the topic. So my twin flame journey was the reason that I started with the tarot cards. And when I decided to start my channel, my YouTube channel, most of my readings were about the twin flame journey, and to my surprise, there were a lot of people who were on the same journey and who needed answers, why it is happening to them, what is happening within the connection. And this is how my channel grew very quickly to be extremely successful. Like within a few months, it was extremely successful in terms of the country I live in, or the region I live in. Of course, not worldwide yet, okay? But my own personal pain actually led me to success. And this is what I feel for you here as well. And I do have to point a lesson that I have learned because I've been through that path. Once you heal your pain through the work you're doing, you will see that things that used to motivate you will no longer give you fruits. Because you will no longer create from pain. You will feel like people are not responding the same way because you are healed now. You cannot connect as well with those people as you could when you were hurt. But there is another lesson hidden within that will not I will not reveal that to you now, because there is still a long path ahead of you before you are able to heal it. And I feel that if you need to hear that lesson, you will come to another of my readings where that lesson will be very needed to be heard. But now you need to hear the lesson that your pain is a great source of motivation and source of inspiration for the work you will be doing. So use that pain, monetize that pain, because if somebody broke your heart, at least you can make money of it. I'm thinking of Taylor Swift because she is the perfect example of how to monetize your personal pain. So if you need a role model, she can be, at least in that sense. Let's see what else. Will pile 4 be successful, and how? We have caring connections. Yes, so definitely for a lot of you, connections are the source of your pain, but can just as easily be the source of your success. Maybe some of you will maybe some of you will decide to be a relationship coach. This is something that happened to me as well. So I coach people, especially on relationships, because that is my specialty, because I've been through a hell of a roller coaster, and relationships have become my specialty. Maybe you will be a person that will help people with that, maybe to heal that. Or maybe you will write or sing or play from your pain, from the connections you have. You will have those connections as a source of inspiration for everything you will be doing. What else? How will pile 4 be successful? Will they be, and how will they be successful? Okay, we have one that turned over. I'm not going to take the rest of them. And we have victory. So definitely you will be successful. This is what I'm getting with this last card. You will come to fame. You will be famous. You will be crowned, acknowledged by a lot of people. I feel like you will be one of the top people. This reminds me of the pile 1 as well. So if you were drawn to pile 1, there might be a message for you there as well. So maybe check that out. So you will be somebody that will succeed within this field of work. And your biggest issue, your biggest blockage will be the reason and the source of your success. And this is actually what we all do have. Our biggest issues, our biggest problems have the potential to lead us to our biggest blessings in life and to our purpose. And this will be your purpose, pile 4, which is amazing. Let's see what else. Let's take a deeper look into this. Will pile 4 be successful, and how? What do we need to know? Yeah, we have the Lovers. We have the 10 of Cups. I feel like some of you could be motivational speakers as well. We have the Ace of Cups. You see how many cups here? Oh God. And we have the 4 of Wands. Beautiful. So you, pile 4, would be the perfect client for me at the moment. So you will be somebody who is deeply hurt, who is so disappointed in love, who thinks nothing good will ever happen, that love might not be destined for you. But the fact is that all of the turmoil you are going through is so that you can learn the lessons by first-hand experience in order for you to be able to help other people. I also get that at some point you will be given a choice to choose a partner. Maybe this can be a partner of yours who will be totally different than the people you used to date and have a connection with. But that person will definitely be the right person for you. That person will be the person you would have chosen if you haven't had all the traumas and pain and past experiences that left a scar on your heart. And I feel that through whatever you wish to express yourself, through the pain you have suffered, use that as inspiration to heal yourself, and then you will get a chance to find a good partner for yourself, to find love for yourself as well, which is the base of everything, and to finally find your happiness and stability home and a family for yourself. I feel like this success has to do more with your emotional life rather than your business life, but I feel that it will be connected. It is connected in my experience, in my case, so I can attest to that, how that might happen for you. So my emotional baggage, which was undealt with, has led me to certain techniques that helped me heal that, and in a way set me up for being a teacher, a mentor, a coach, a speaker. And now I have a lot of people listening to me in my region where I live in. And I use all my experiences, and now I have a partner that is my truest, perfect partner for myself. And I have manifested him through techniques that I have made, and I now share with other people so that they can do the same. And now this whole experience is my bread and butter, my source of my income. And I feel like this is possible for you to pal for as well. So if you need maybe some advice and guidance on how this might happen, you can send me an email. I'm always willing to share information with people. I'm not that type of person who will leave you in the dark. I will tell you a lot of things that I feel you're ready to hear and give you some guidance. But I will tell you as well that some things cannot be learned just by listening to others. Some things need to be healed. Some traumas need to be resolved in order for you to evolve. So I do feel like this will have most impact on your emotional life, and then it will flow into other aspects of your life as well. But let us take a look at this dice. This dice is special because it has different areas of our lives, and this dice will tell us which area of your life will be affected the most by this situation. Yes, love, of course. It is very, very clear from the reading that this success will have to do with your love life, with your personal life, with your family life, friends, and you will use the experience and the knowledge you will have gathered from that to monetize it into a career, into a profession, into helping people and earning a living through it. And you will be my colleague in the end, so I definitely call you to step into that role if you are ready. We'll take 2 cards from my deck. This is my business deck, pertains to money, finances, career, but it's in Croatian. I still haven't had the time to do the English version, so I'm going to pull 2 cards for you guys, and then we're going to translate to see what it says. So, will pile 4 be successful, and how? Wow, your boss thinks that you're not a good employee or worker. And one more. So, a missed opportunity. So what I'm getting is that you are currently in a certain profession. You're doing something, you have a career that is not actually the career you are meant for. And I don't think you're a bad employee. I just think that you're not getting the recognition. You're not getting the results for the effort you have put in. And the reason behind that is because you're meant to do something completely different. You have an opportunity to be somebody very significant, maybe a dating coach, maybe motivational speaker, maybe You're somebody who's meant to be a singer and to sing from your heartbreaks, to sing about your experiences with people. So there is a chance you are currently missing by doing something else rather than doing what you are meant for. And I do feel that you will find your way to this. You will find where to be this person in time. But I feel that it was necessary for you to hear that today, that there is something else meant for you here. And it definitely has to do with all of the emotions you are carrying, with all of the pain that you've been through. It was not in vain. You need to give it meaning. You need to give it purpose. And when you get to a point that you can see the meaning and purpose in your pain, you will become the person who will be ready to share your experiences and your knowledge to others to help them heal as well. My dear Pile 4, this was actually the best reading today personally for me, because I feel you guys as my pile, like the pile that I would have chosen a few years ago. And trust me, you can go a long way with this. All the pain you have been through will not be in vain. Trust me. If you can trust me on this, I think this will change your life. Everything can be healed. Even the worst things can be healed. I have witnessed that so many times in my life. The worst possible health problems, the worst possible emotional abuse can be healed with a proper approach. So I do encourage you to investigate how to heal yourself, because that path and that experience will equip you with everything you will need in order to get into this position. If you're not meant to do this for a living, then all you needed to know today is that you will successfully get out of the pain and find the partner that is right for you. My dear Pile 4, I wish you all the best, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello Pile 5, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Amazonite crystal and My Wear Tarot cards by your own, yours truly, Wisdom of Intuition. So this is my tarot deck, which was inspired by my twin flame journey, and it is something that has come out from all of the pain and the suffering that I went through that journey. And after I completed it, I finally found out why I had to go through that and how my success was there all along. And I feel that I needed to share this because it might resonate with somebody, because you did choose this deck. And I feel that you need to hear that even though the road is long and maybe sometimes very hard, there is success, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and you will be given everything that you deserve after you go through that path, after you pass through all the experiences you need to experience. And all the things that you have experienced along the path will be necessary for you to be successful at the end. So you will learn great talents, great skills, great abilities through the turmoil you are going through at the moment. And the whole experience of trying to resolve those turmoils will actually make you a successful person. This card will not tell us will you be successful or not. This card will just tell us about which area your success might lie in. But because I see the cup here, I feel that a lot of you will be going through a lot of personal transformation, a lot of self-doubt. You will doubt whether you are worthy enough, and this can pertain to any area of your life, but I feel that your self-worth will be questioned, and that your success lies at the point where you realize that you are worthy of whatever you want to achieve in your life. But let's dive deep into the reading. to see, will pile 5 be successful and how? What do we need to know? We have the thinking man. So that would be our King of Swords, which tells me that you are the type of person that really thinks through everything. So you take time to really look at things from different perspectives, to really understand the subject you are trying to talk about, the thing you're trying to do. You really take your time to really attain all the necessary knowledge and understanding before you proceed forward. And while this might be a very good thing in its core, sometimes this might hinder your success because you never feel that you are quite ready enough. Maybe there is a tendency to do things perfectly, but there is nothing as perfection. You cannot be perfect at something. Perfection is just a concept that can never be reached. Not really. And I feel that you basically decide not to act until something is perfect. And you miss the point that it's not about being perfect. It's about doing. It's about trying it out. It's about experiencing it firsthand and learning through the process, learning through your mistakes in order to get to a point where you can look back at the things you've done and say, I think this is good enough now. It isn't perfect, but it's good enough. And this is why I have the feeling that self-worth is definitely an issue here for you guys. And it is something that you need to work on if you want to succeed. Let's see what else. We have the door to value. Perfect. So again, value. Do you value yourself? Do you value your work? Do you value what you have to offer? Are your skills and abilities valuable enough in your opinion? Because I do feel that a lot of opportunities are here for you, but you're not taking them because you feel you're not quite there yet, that you're not quite good enough, because there's somebody better than you and you're not meant to do that, because who are you to be doing that? You are not good enough yet. You need to work on yourself more. So it's like you have fallen into a trap of always striving for being the best, but never thinking of yourself as good enough to actually try doing the thing you want to be the best in. And you never even try. And other people are reaping the rewards who are not even as half as good as you, but they are reaping it because they have the courage to try. You lack the courage to try. Even though you are better, you are more able and you are more qualified to do the thing that other people are doing. But because you are always thinking that there is something lacking, that it's not good enough, it's not perfect enough as you imagined it, that it has to be, other people are taking your opportunities. Nobody is hindering your success but you. You are self-sabotaging here because you wish to do things perfectly. And your way out of this and your way to success is to not to be so hard on yourself, not to be so critical of yourself. And try finding the courage to actually do the things you want to do. Let's see what else. We have the indecision. So I'm definitely finding myself in this pile as well, because this is exactly how I was before. There are still traces of this behavior within me. So I definitely get that for you, pile 5. If you're a Virgo, then this is especially present within you. I'm a Virgo. I know what that means. And you can never have it quite good enough in order for you to be satisfied with it. And this is why the indecision comes out for you, which is perfect. So you want to do something, you see how it can be improved, but you never actually do anything because your perfectionism, or whatever the word is, you want to be perfect, is stopping you from actually moving in that direction. And this is why everybody else is reaping the rewards while you stand by and watch it. And then you get angry or maybe even sad because you see that you could have done such a better work, such a better job at it, but you haven't moved an inch. You haven't done anything. Let's see what else, pile 5. We have the storm warning. Yes. So there is a bit of a warning here, pile 5, that you need to start moving. But because if you don't, you'll destroy even the things that are working in your life with this self-criticism, with this obsession of things having to be perfect. Because the things you have built for yourself in your life with this excess criticism will also deteriorate through time. And there is a great risk of you losing even the things that are working out for you in your life. So maybe work on that. See where this feeling of needing to be perfect comes from. Maybe somebody from your family when you were little always asked of you to do better. Maybe you got a B on your exam. And then your parents said, B is not good enough. It needs to be A. Then you got an A and they said, A is not good enough. It has to be A+. Maybe you got a D and the rest of the class got an F. And they said, I don't care. Everybody else, I don't care what everybody else got. You got a D, you need to get an A. So there was this impossible standard that was set up for you sometime in your life at some point. And you have adopted that as your way of behaving. And now you're doing it to yourself. And this is a calling for you to find where it stems from and to transform it. If you don't know how to do that, coaching might be a good thing for you to see, to ask for help, to work with a coach. You can work with me or with somebody else and to help you get to the core of this problem and to resolve it through coaching techniques. Let's get more deep into this. Will pile 5 be successful and how? We have the 4 of Swords. We have the Magician. We have the 2 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. So what I'm getting immediately is that you can use your mind, your critical mind, which is currently doing against you, as your strongest weapon. You only need to learn how to use it in a proper way. So I can definitely attest to me being as a Virgo with my mind, which is always looking for irregularities, something that is not working out, something that is not as it should be. It can be a setback, but it can also be a benefit because you can think ahead. You can see things before they happen because you already planned and played out the scenarios in your head of what might happen in the future, and you can in the now prepare for everything that might go wrong. So instead of criticizing what you are currently doing, think and play out scenarios of how it might play out in the future and prepare in the now for something that might be going wrong in the future. So you can use your mind in a way that helps you contemplate on the possible problems that might arise and prepare for them before they happen. So instead of criticizing what might go wrong, take it as a benefit for you to be prepared to be able to survive or to adapt to the circumstances when that happens. I do feel that your opportunities will not cease to come because you are a type of a person who is very hardworking, very dedicated, and you will always have opportunities presented to you. It only depends on how able you will be to take advantage of them, to claim them as yours and not let other people reap your rewards, not let them take your opportunities in front of you. And you need to be the one that is stirring yourself into that direction and manipulating, or maybe just just directing all of these opportunities towards yourself rather than those opportunities being directed to other people. So you can use your resourcefulness to be resourceful about those opportunities in order for them to be claimed as yours. And I do think that you need to find a way to adapt. You need to pick what's most important to you, to reach that state of perfectionism or to actually do something even if it's not so perfect. Whether you want to keep thinking on certain concepts, how you would do something, or would you rather actually be doing it? And through practice, finding out how it can be improved in order for it to reach perfection. Of course, it cannot ever reach perfection, but let's call it like that. It's easier. And to actually be able to see how can you support your life? How can you be supportive of your progress, of your path to success, rather than hinder it yourself? So you need to be your own best partner here. You need to use your mind as your cheerleader. It needs to cheer you on. It needs to be used in a way that supports your growth and your success. We're going to throw the dice here. This dice will tell us on which area of your life this situation will have most impact on. So let's see. So love life, very interesting. Or maybe not love. I don't feel that love is the biggest theme here. I feel like it's self-love, to tell you the truth. It's about self-worth from the beginning. And I feel that self-love here is actually the way you view yourself is actually your biggest topic here. It's your key to your success. The way that you value yourself, the way that you see and perceive yourself, and the way that you think you are capable of doing something. And I feel that self-love is the biggest topic for you, Pile 5. And if you can find a way to value yourself, to respect yourself, and to love yourself, that you will be giving everything in order for you to succeed. Such a powerful message for you guys. And again, I see myself in your pile. This was me a few years ago, and this is still me in certain aspects, but luckily it's just traces of that. And especially if you're a Virgo, I have to stress it out. This is specifically a message for you. Okay, specifically a message for you. So this is my deck, which unfortunately I still haven't had the time to make in English. So this is in Croatian, but it's the deck that talks about business, money, career, finances. And I will pull 2 cards for you, and then I'm going to translate, because I feel this deck might give us a valuable insight to this topic. Will Pile 5 be successful, and how? Okay, we have international business, so business going international, so something that is broader than just the country you live in. And we have geology. Beautiful. We have the crystal. We have the amethyst here. So I do feel with this geology that it only will, of course, resonate with some of you. Maybe geology is a certain career path for you. But for the majority of you, I feel that this card came out because you need to feel that you are worthy just by being you. Because the amethyst is our 7th chakra, which is connected to I understand. I am connected to everything around me. And I feel this card is trying to tell you that until you value yourself, until you love yourself, until you claim that you are worthy of being successful and worthy of being the person that has this international success, you will not get that result. Your energy with this crystal, so the energy emanent that radiates from you, is the energy that you will get back from the world. And I feel that you are meant here to do some international work. But until you let go of the notion that the things have to be perfect, you will not move an inch. And you have a long way to go here, because you haven't even started doing things within your closest surroundings, let alone doing something internationally. So I feel like this is the biggest message for you, POW 5. Find a way to love, respect, and value yourself, because that is all you need to be successful. Everything else you already have. You have all the skills, all the abilities, all the knowledge. The only thing that is lacking is self-worth and belief that you can do it. My dear POW 5, this was your reading. I hope it resonated, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye.